Alright, FishAholics, we got it. Our $47.50 non-resident Florida State saltwater fishing license. You know, a pretty pricey bill to pay to legally fish in the state, in my opinion. Being a northern angler, usually it's like a free saltwater registry or it's like a $10 to $15 charge. But you know what? Florida, it has some great fishing opportunities, a ton of water to fish, and also I'm a non-resident, so it's not too bad. You know, we'll put this to good use. And if you guys didn't see my Southeast fishing detour videos, then you might be wondering, what is this guy doing down in Florida? Well, my name is Rich, I'm your host, and welcome or welcome back. And today, of course, we're gonna fish hard now that we got our license, but I've actually been down here for about like 4 or 5 days. I've done a little fishing, don't tell anybody, and I actually caught my first snook of the season yesterday. Check it out. All right, let's see if that'll catch us our first snook of the season. There's a fish. Oh gosh. Woo! First little snooky of the season, or of the year right there. Whew. Love these fish. Now, of course, by no means was that a big fish, but it was a good way to start it. And I'm thinking for today, we may do something similar. We do have, you know, some stormy weather around us. It actually just stopped for like 5 minutes. But you know, if it does clean up, we could always launch the kayak. So we have those two options. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the drive down to Florida, is so that we could have the ability to do whatever we want when we want to do it. All right, so let's go for a ride and see what we can pull off. All right, so we decided to do some wade fishing today because we got pre-storm conditions. Later tonight it's supposed to storm, tomorrow it's supposed to storm, and that wind is picking up, so I'm thinking it wouldn't have been nice to go out in the kayak today, so we'll save that for another day. And we're gonna try tying on first a little swim bait like that, and hopefully some snook, possibly some redfish. I think it's appetizing. We actually caught a redfish yesterday evening. We're gonna tie that swim bait on my 7-foot dark matter medium power fast action spinning rod, 3000 shield, and we're throwing the waders and we're gonna go get them. Wow, it is whipping, easily blowing 10 to 15, maybe 20, gusting probably even more. But you know what, it feels great because it is so hot and humid and I'm not used to it yet. I'm in the waders, and what we're doing is walking upwind about a mile, and then we're gonna fish back downwind about a mile. I think that'll be easier than fishing against the wind. All right, we got some real gnarly, dirty water, which I'm not surprised because of the conditions. And I think it's the end of the flood. We got about an hour left. It's, I think, like 5 after 4 right now. So we also got about like 2.5 hours roughly left of fishable, filmable daylight. Let's see what we can find. Maybe this tide coming in will push up some fish. We'll catch a few. And then once it starts going out, we'll maybe catch a few more that are getting pulled out from the structure. I love doing this kind of fishing because it reminds me very much of fishing back home for stripers. You know, we're in real skinny water, about 1 foot to 2 feet, and these fish push right in here on these pilings, trying to get a quick, easy snack in the shallow water. Sometimes they're out from the structure too, like just randomly swimming around. So I always make a random cast into the open, you never know. What? Snag something funny here. Gonna have to go in deep. Come on, pop out. There we go. not a whole lot of stuff you can snag on here besides the pilings, but sometimes there's like a random, there we go, piece of wood or something that goes parallel with these docks and you can snag it. Oh, that's the cast. This wind is perfect because I can cast out to the end and then the wind will just kind of pull this swim bait parallel along with the pilings. There's a fish. Oh, I lost him. Come on, man. At least we got bit. Seems like we got a little bit of weather coming our way. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. And it's been about an hour since our last and only bite. And we still got at least 10 more docks I want to fish. Just want to change out the GoPro battery. Since I'm not trying to get soaked, we're gonna just walk up and down this dock until this rain passes, hopefully, and hopefully we get a fish. Wow, it is coming down now. This is a classic Florida rain. Surprised I'm not getting bites though. There's, you know, this is a good looking spot. This isn't cool. Yeah, this sucks. Damn. What did we do? Maybe we shouldn't have fished today. There's one. Oh, it's a trout. Hey, it's a decent one too. Caught him right in front of us. Kind of just casting in the same spot over and over again and again because of this rain that's not stopping on us. Nice pretty fish. Glad we finally got something. All right, we got a little bit of a lull in the rain. Lost about 45 minutes, so we're gonna get a move on. Don't have a lot of daylight left to fish. And we're just gonna bop, hit a bunch of the docks that we have left. I think we got like 6 or 7 left to fish till we get back to the car. At least we caught a trout. A lucky catch while we're sitting there waiting out the rain. There's a fish. Okay, that's not a snook. It's a ladyfish. That's better than nothing. Something else. Oh my gosh, those fish are crazy. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? Oh my gosh, this might be a jack. Just dumping the reel, or we snagged a ray maybe. This thing is just like dead weight. I would think a big red or a snook would have went for that dock over there, not out towards the middle of nowhere. I gotta walk it in because if it is a ray, I don't want it getting underneath my feet and, you know, hitting me with its tail or doing anything weird. Yeah, stingray. That's why this thing took off like a freight train, and we hooked him right in the tail too. Gotta be careful with that spine right there. There he goes. All right, let's now try and catch something we really want. There's a fish. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Not a giant, but I guess it's a good snook to start. Kind of like what we caught yesterday. What's up, little buddy? maybe that rain we had will turn on the bite a little bit. There's another one. Real small one. All right, so this dock with the lights on it is probably gonna be our last dock. We're gonna have time to fish. And yesterday, after I fished another spot, I then came to this dock and fished it in the dark and actually caught a solid redfish off it. So I'm hoping now we're here a little earlier, maybe there's gonna be a solid dusk bite off this dock. Alright guys, I think that is about it. And to tell you the truth, it's the following evening right now that I'm filming my outro because yesterday, after being soaking wet and a little disappointed in the bite that I didn't really get on, I just packed up the car yesterday and headed on back to my captain's place where I'm staying down here in Florida. And I plan to be down here for at least a month, maybe a month and a half. And if you're new to the channel, the whole reason for me to come down was because I've been a northern fisherman, northern resident my whole life, and I just wanted to come down south here and experience living in a new area more so than just coming down for a few days for like vacation. But anyway, today actually I did search all around Stuart and Port St. Lucie for places to launch the kayak near good fishing locations, and it's cool. I found a bunch of good looking spots. I'm probably gonna go kayak fishing tomorrow. I was gonna try and get out today, but again, it was like raining and downpouring on and off again all day long from like 12 till 5 p.m. And our last spot of the day that we got to had mullet absolutely being destroyed by, I think, Jack's Snook. And then I ended up catching a bluefish and I caught a small jack. But that was a real cool little bit of action to see, and I think we should launch the kayak tomorrow and do some more exploring for the day. So look forward to that. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the information down in the description for tackle and equipment. And if you have a question, just post a comment. And like always, never forget, live to fish, fish to live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.